Right. So I have never done any video like this before, but I just want to have some opinion about the new Auriel change. So basically, I have this account dedicated to playing Auriel support only, and I actually climbed to 6k point Grandmaster with this hero. So I feel like uniquely qualified to tell you what I think is the best for this hero. And so I'm gonna jump into the try mode to talk in detail.
As was ordained, through great trial, new bonds are forged.
Okay, so I need to do some.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Okay, so what did the patch change for Auriel? So basically, you deal more damage, you gain more energy from dealing damage. So I think previously it was like 50% damage onto hero and 20% damage to non-hero stored as energy. So yeah, basically ability you deal damage then you gain 50%, but now it's 80% and 50%, which is significant for Auriel because right now she can gain energy much quicker by both PV and PvP. So when it comes to talent, this talent it doesn't change Auriel. How you play Auriel, it just increase damage at the center, and most of the time you just, I mean, right now, like you see, with this new patch, one swipe with your Q, you already you're already maxing your energy. So this is like,
Have courage.
I mean, it's not that bad, but it's not necessary. This talent can be good with
Choose a talent.
oh sorry. This
Choose a
talent can be
talent.
good with
Choose a talent.
a lot of melee heroes. So
Choose a
basically,
talent.
you can reset your Q multiple times if you hit them with the center. But the thing with this Q build is you have to front line. Basically, you have to front line so that you can, you know, kill with them. And Auriel is a healer, so technically she should not be in the front because, like in high level play, she is going to get CC and one shot either way because she is a healer. She
With
has nothing to
surety
protect
of
herself.
purpose.
So I think this talent it kinda can be decent in some games, but it it is not like optimal in most situations. And I mean, even if you get the reset off, like you get max energy every time, but it has 4-second cooldown. So you will not be able to, you're wasting a lot of damage as energy because you cannot access, it's 4 seconds. So this is still by
Choose a
far the
talent.
best talent for
Choose a
me.
talent.
Because why? So you deal 30% of your energy as
A worthwhile endeavor.
yeah, you deal 30% of your healing to the enemy heroes. Previously it was PvE as well, now it's only hero. And I think this is fine because right now she has like compensation for like very good buff to her damage on PvE. So she doesn't need to press W on the wave anymore to get the energy. Because basically she just, you
The
see,
flame of
she just one Q
ashes
and
upon you.
full energy bar. And this talent is good because when you want to heal someone with your, like in combat, maybe your melee, your tank or your bruiser,
Verily so.
you can damage them as well. And those damage, it get 80% of damage converted to back to your energy. So basically you get like 1000 here. You press W on like 2 hero, you get 500 and 0. So basically you refund like half of your energy bar. And it scale well with this 16 talent. So basically you have more damage, more healing. So yeah, by far best talent. Okay, on level 4, this one is insignificant, just like the quest one, because I mean, like, look at her range, it's already this large, and you don't need to extend it more. This talent, I think can be fine because it has a slow. It has like a CC to her E if she doesn't stun the target, so it can slow. And the stun duration is also nice, but the thing is, that is only if she hit them to the wall. It doesn't help her to increase the chance to hit them to the wall. So the 4 is still by
Choose
far
a
the best
talent.
talent for me, this one. Because it increased the knockback range, so you'll have like higher chance to knock them back into the wall. And the damage is also nice, 250 damage. You basically gain more energy if you hit them to the wall. Like, see, max energy. Okay, so this is the most controversial talent tier for Auriel, and I have to say it's very obvious. My choice is very obvious that I always pick this talent because it changed how Auriel play the games, how Auriel crown the target. So this talent I think is still bad because
Choose a
like
talent.
right now Auriel has a lot of has like a better BPE to gain energy, so you kinda don't need this globe reduction. And besides, it's not always you don't have access to globe every team fight, so you'll not make use most of these talent. So I still think this is like the worst talent in this tier.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
And okay, here come to this the talent that people assume is the best talent for this Auriel tier. And I think it's still worse than this. Why? It
Choose a
doesn't
talent.
change, this talent doesn't change how Auriel play the games. She's still a healer. So in the situation where she can auto attack, and yeah, in the situation she can auto attack a hero without fearing for her own safety, like she already got enough energy. Like she only get more energy from her auto attack, not her damage. Remember, this is due to this only store her increase her like auto attack damage, energy conversion from auto attack to energy. So in the situation where she can auto attack freely without fearing for her life, then this talent's abundance is like it's like a win more talent, because like if you can auto attack, then you will refill your energy anyway because you are winning. And that's why I think this talent is the best.
Choose a talent. Choose a
Why?
talent. Choose
So
a talent.
this talent convert 25% of damage taken by ally as energy for Auriel. And if like so I make like an example. So if you put it on Hanzo, right? He technically he's one hero. He can deal damage. His damage is that of a single hero. But if you put on the tank who has like higher HP bar, maybe like Muradin, maybe like Johanna, who had like self-sustain, shield, self-healing, and then they take damage from 5 hero. They can potentially take damage from 5 hero. 5 of them can damage that tank, and you convert every single damage as your energy. So but you basically you get energy from like from 5 source instead of only one from your DPS. And that is assuming your DPS deal damage to the enemy, like deal damage to the enemy hero, and even hit their skill shot like Hanzo or something like that. So this talent is very
Walk in
consistent.
the light.
It's good in the situation where your DPS cannot deal damage. It's good in the situation where you need to run away, and the only thing that your team can do is taking damage. For example, if you run with your DPS because you are low HP and your DPS is also low HP, so because you are low HP, you cannot turn around and auto attack them, right? And so is your DPS. They also cannot go back and deal damage because they are afraid of dying. But maybe your tank was healthy enough and they try to body block or they try to buy time. You can press your crown on them and then you get free energy. Like you get energy from taking damage, not from damage hero. And it's 30% of them to hero and 10% to non-hero for your allies. Here you get 25% damage taken as energy. So your tank
Harvest of
basically
all things.
refill your HP bar while not dealing damage themselves. And you can replenish yourself and your DPS with this energy in the situation where you or them cannot deal the damage. And yeah, this changed how you put your D on Auriel because most of the time you want to put your D on like you know so like in the stable mind people is like, oh, this talent this Auriel you have to put D on your hyper carry. They deal damage, you get energy, right? But you don't have to. Like your DPS is squishy. They get one shot, they can be one shot, they can be you
Walk
know
in the light.
poke out of the range. They cannot like like they are not always in the situation where they can deal damage and get the energy for you. But the tank can always take the damage. The tank can always take it. They have high health pool, they have survivability, they have shield, they have self healing. Like I don't yeah, I think it should be obvious to you that this talent is the best in this tier. I think people are just lazy to put the crown on the target because they want like an easy way to play Auriel. And the range, like the cast range,
There is
the cast
always
the
hope.
the actual range that you get energy from them is much higher than the cast range. See, cast range is only here, but look at this range. This is the range that whenever any damage they deal will store your energy. Look,
Reason be heard.
I need to talk over. Okay, they are dealing damage for you. And like if you put on some bruiser, they can both deal damage and take damage. So you get like 30% of the damage on hero or 10% into non-hero and 25% of damage they taken. See? Like you can stand
Walk in
like
the light.
Is
maybe
this
one
the best
screen away
healing you can do?
and they are getting energy for you. Like in the safe distance. Like here, look. I don't even need to see arrow. I'm getting energy. You have to like that's just like the best talent for this tier. Yeah, that's my point when I want to make this video. So level 10, still the same. Resurrect. If you're like in Vala or something, sure you can click on her and try to give her a second chance. If she's not dying in the middle of the enemy. Otherwise, Crystal.
With surety
Crystal
will
is
choose a
better now
talent.
because right now Crystal
Indeed.
does deal damage, and she get like she get like the buff is so good for Auriel on this her passive. She has so much freedom. She's not relying on teammate to gain energy from her anymore. She can refill her energy
Reason
bar
be
by
heard.
herself. Okay, so for 13 talent, most of the time if they have like an like auto attacker, you take this. This one, I think it can be good in some situation if they have like some channel ability where you can slightly
Wherever
interrupt
I'm
them.
needed.
But yeah, I don't think you pick this most of the time. It's too niche. this one can be good because if they have like a lot of, clumps up melee hero, you can push them
Choose a
into the
talent.
wall, and more people push mean more energy for her. Like, it's a good build too if they have like multiple diver,
I shall
and
not
the
waver.
the cooldown reduction is a nice bonus. So it will be interchangeable between this and this. Yeah, that's it all. And for 16, yeah,
Vile endeavor.
this is still indisputable the best talent for 16 Auriel, no doubt.
Choose a
As
talent.
This
inspired.
is her late game power. This is a stacking potential. Like even if they nerf it by 20 energy, it's still go to choice. Because here you, like I say, if I pick this talent, I might not want to put my crown on the DPS. So spell power not really necessary. Attack speed, nah, I don't think my tank need attack speed. Because my playstyle is to swap the crown every target,
There is
any hero
always
that
hope.
is in combat. I put my crown on them so they can give me energy from damage they taking, damage they deal. So yeah, these two talents are immediately invalid to me. And
For the
even if they have some
Hive.
kind of like, maybe 40% attack speed or 30% spell power, I still don't like this two talent. Even the spell power, spell armor reduction is still too niche, too situational. And this is like in late game when you get like decent side, it's basically like ancestral, better ancestral.
With
And
surety
with
we
how easily
pass.
you can gain energy right now, they kind of buff Auriel early game, not early game, but like independence on how she store the energy for herself, and slightly nerf her late game with this nerf to this talent. But like I think right now Auriel is better.
If
I
it
think it's
must
above.
be.
Like the passive strength is above for her. It's like a huge buff for her. Buff her since level 1, buff her till late game. Like no doubt. And like yeah. 20, I prefer to get this because
Walk in the
the
light.
this talent is charged, don't take it. This talent can be fine in some situation, but I don't think it's good overall because like if they know you have this talent, they would not be stupid enough to focus on that target. Unless the target is really low and they think they can kill it even with 75 ammo. But I do not recommend that.
Choose a talent.
This
Choose a talent.
talent
Choose a talent.
is
Choose a
uh,
talent.
still
Choose
the
a
best
talent.
because the combo you can
I
do
shall
for your
not
teammate
waver.
is basically it got them to low HP, you press this, they get a shield, and then you heal them. So they have two layers of heal. The
Harmony
shield
in
is to keep
all
them alive
things.
while waiting for your W and for your R. So I have a rule that if my W is on cooldown, I wait for 2 seconds because before Aegis someone, and then after the Aegis finished, I will have my W up to keep them alive. Like yeah, that's basically everything I want to say about Auriel. She is like the best. I'm not saying the best healer, but like she's among
Salvation
the
is
top
at
tier
hand.
healer if you know how to play her properly. Like there's the reason they buff this talent, but not this talent. There's the
A
reason
worthwhile endeavor.
they buff this talent by increase the attack range by 1.1. But it doesn't matter if you have 5.5 range attack range or 6.6 attack range. If a Diablo can QE you, then you should not be in that range to auto attack him. Like never. And the point of Auriel is her position is everything. She need if she's low on HP, she need to kind of group with someone who's also in need of her healing. To group up for an AoE heal, she need to reposition herself to
Wherever I
peel for her
may.
life to boost them into wall. She need to get into range of a diving tank to boost the Aegis, to press the Shield of Hope, to get in range for the AoE. Like her position is everything. That's why I don't think she has time. to like stand still in AA. And in the situation where she can do that, she's already good at it. It's the win more talent.
For the high heavens.
Yeah, so that's everything I have to say about Auriel change. Yeah, it is indeed a buff for Auriel, and I'm happy to see that they. I mean, at first I was skeptical, but right now I see that Auriel is really overpowered.
Verily
I
so.
think she's like OP tier now. I'll spam her more in Storm 8. Yeah, that's basically it.